Age 4, the first lesson. The world was made of wonders you could hold. A dropped bowl shattered on the floor. You cried for the lost pattern of roses. Your father didn't scold. He sat beside you, his big hands carefully gathering the pieces. "See, Beta?" he said, glue bottle in hand. "Nothing is truly broken if you care enough to mend it." You watched, mesmerised, as the cracks became golden lines of repair. Kintsugi for a plastic bowl. Your first lesson in healing. Age 10, the weight of a word. The word doctor entered your life. It was no longer just the kind man who gave you sweet syrup. It was a title, heavy and glittering, placed on your small shoulders by your father's hopeful gaze. You nodded, eager to please. But in class, letters danced and numbers blurred while others found them still. A quiet whisper began in your heart. What if I can't hold this dream? It's so big, age 13, the hostel window. The suitcase was bigger than you felt. The hostel room smelled of strange disinfectant. The fee slip in your father's hand looked like a piece of his soul, traded for this chance. You stared out the window at a sky full of unfamiliar stars. The motivation wasn't love of science yet. It was a fierce, desperate economics of love. Every rupee spent was a brick you had to build your future with. You opened the book. You began to build. Age 16, the crack. Returning home was supposed to be easier. But a teacher's offhand comment, "Some minds just aren't built for physics," became a hairline fracture in your resolve. The patient discipline you'd built leaked away. You were just a tired boy again, watching the dream drift out of reach. The failure in Class 11 wasn't a surprise. It was a confirmation. You had broken your father's bowl. Age 20, the different path. You stood at the crossroads, holding the prospectus for physiotherapy. "It's still healing," you told your father, your voice barely steady. He took the paper. His hands, now rougher, older, turned the pages. He looked at you, not at the dream he once voiced. "You have your mother's hands," he said finally. "Gentle, they will know how to mend." The permission he gave wasn't for a new career. It was for you to redefine the dream. Age 28, the first thank you. Your clinic is small. Your first independent patient is an old carpenter with gnarled, aching hands. You treat him. A week later he returns, not for therapy, but to place a small, beautifully carved wooden heart on your desk. "For the doctor who fixed the tools of my heart," he said. You ran your thumb over the smooth wood. You finally felt the title Doctor fit. It had reshaped itself to the size of your own soul. Age 40, the revelation. Your father is in the hospital for a minor surgery. You, the professional, are a nervous son. Afterward, groggy from anesthesia, he grips your hand. "Remember the bowl?" He slurs, his eyes clouded but tender. You turned all your cracks into gold lines." He falls asleep. You sit there holding his hand, understanding flooding you. He never wanted a perfect statue. He was teaching you to become the glue. Age 50, the student. A young intern shadowing you is bright but impatient. "Why spend so much time talking to them about their fears?" he asks. You tell him your story. The failed exams, the teacher's words. The weight. "We don't just treat bodies," you say. "We treat the stories bodies hold." Sometimes, the most important medicine is letting someone know their crack doesn't make them broken. Age 60, the full circle. You are in your garden, your own hands now showing the lines of time. Your grandson, age 4, runs to you, tears in his eyes. His favourite clay bird has shattered. "It's gone," he wails. You gather him and the pieces. You bring out the glue. Together you fit the fragments, "See?" you whisper as your father once did. The cracks are where the light gets in. They become part of the story. He looks at the mended bird, then at your kind eyes. "You can fix anything, Dada." You smile, the journey of a lifetime softening your face. "No, my love. But I can sit with you and care while we put the pieces back together." That is what healing is. The evening sun washes over you both, glinting off the glued cracks in the little clay bird, turning them to gold. Final text. The greatest strength is not in never breaking. It is in learning lovingly how to put yourself and others back together